Mr. Browns.
Oh, fine. Okay.
Your ice cream. Oh, it's melting.
We're gonna eat our ice cream that we just got at the market while we talk on the video. While we talk.
Because talking with your mouth full of food is none to you know. Classy.
So, we haven't recorded a video in a while. So we're gonna record a video.
No one has.
And actually I haven't checked the page in a while, so I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh my gosh, these are so good.
And we're gonna talk about a few topics that we decided beforehand. Some interesting stuff, 4 topics to be specific. So, do you want to start off or do you want to say something?
Yeah.
Do you just want to go right into it or do you want to say something?
I'm supposed to be studying for my dynamics test tomorrow. I've been watching YouTube the whole time, so might as well make one.
And I have midterm on Friday, but both Wednesday and Thursday night are busy, so I'm going to have to figure something out during the day.
Which is a good transition into our first topic, which is
Classes.
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 How are your classes going, Julia?
My classes are... I think it'd be more interesting if I understood it. But I feel like I spend most of my time playing catch-up. So... it's just stressful.
What classes are you taking?
I have all math and science and engineering classes. So I have physics 2CL, MA 20, which is material science, math 20E and D, which is fine, E, which I'm retaking because I sucked at it last quarter. Just because I'm taking it for the second time doesn't mean I'm going to do better. What's my other class? Dynamics, SC 101B, which is what my test is on tomorrow, and no comprende.
Sounds like it's going well.
Yeah. How about you?
My classes are going relatively well. Let's see. I'm in a poli-sci class too, operative econs, and an accounting class, and they're good. I'm learning a lot about political science, politics that I didn't know about before, and I think it's very interesting. So I'll take another class. I'm considering adding another major aside from economics. So we'll see about that. Accounting class is easy but boring. Same with my econometrics, which is like statistics. And my microecon class is kind of interesting, but I'm not quite seeing the point of it. So everything's going well for me, relatively. Grades are decent.
I wish I could say the same.
Grades will be better after finals. Finals make it or break it.
I guess so.
Do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, no, finals don't make it or break it, because my tests, they're every Wednesday, which includes the one I'm supposed to take tomorrow, add up to 60% of my grade. So my final is less than my midterm.
I should have rephrased that. I mean, if you're doing decently for the entire quarter, then the finals will make it or break it. If you get a B to C the entire quarter, then finals is going to decide how you do in the class, whether you pass or fail. Anyway, you want to continue?
No. Next topic.
Yeah, I mean, continue on.
Oh.
Next topic. We're already at 5.5 minutes.
Oh shit. Our next topic is
Stress.
stress. Are you stressed?
Not as stressed as I was before, just last year or earlier this year, but I still get very stressed sometimes.
I get stressed. I don't deal with it in a good way.
Yeah.
I kind of just degaff and then it bites me in the ass later. Like right now.
Is that how you deal with stress?
That's not how you're supposed to deal with stress.
Is that how you?
You deal with stress by identifying the flaws and working on them. And improving. I feel like I'm stressed because I don't have a goal that I actually care about. I have goals that other people care about.
What do you mean?
Like parents' expectations. Which, because they're looking out for me, should be my expectations as well. But I don't know. I don't know how to get to a job that I want. And I'm not happy with my major. And so until I figure those out, I have no drive, really. So nights like these, I can't focus on my work. And then the next day, I get a shitty grade on my test. And that stresses me out. Are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
I think, well, in terms of stress, I've had a lot less stress since I was thinking a lot, and I realized that the only person in charge of my life is myself, and I can do whatever I want with it. And I mean, there are people that care about you and that have a big influence in your life, but I think that in terms of parents, my parents raised me as the best that they could before college, and after college, even though they're still paying for school and stuff, it's up to me to decide what I want to do with whatever they provided me before college. So I think the biggest thing right now is to just continue on. The screen went to sleep. Continue on with college, get a degree, and then do whatever you want to do, because the only time you can get a degree is right now.
How do I know that? Most of my stress comes from not knowing if the major I'm in is going to help me or contribute to my happiness later. I feel like, what if I'm just wasting time? I'm only 2 years through, you know? I could just drop out right now and save my parents. I mean, I shouldn't be talking about money and stuff, but I could be saving my parents 50 grand. Deschal?
Well,
And they could put that towards my sister, who maybe at this point in her life will know what she wants to do.
she's just going into high school.
I know, I mean, like, when she's
at
in
your
my
age.
position.
First off, I think that deciding majors and careers should be based on something that this is like turning into a discussion.
That's fine.
Okay, so I think majors and careers should be decided upon if you have a genuine interest in what you're learning about. Learning about as in not specific classes, because I understand that specific classes can be boring, but
Even if it's in a major you enjoy. I feel like
Yeah.
even if you really like something, work is going to be work. There's always going to be something that's tough.
Yeah. There's always going to be something repetitive and boring or mundane. But, well, for example, I'm studying economics and political science because I like to understand things and understand how they work. And I think that kind of ties in why wanted to be an engineer when I was little, because I would always take apart things like radios and TVs and computers and see how they work. But now I'm just applying it to
And you
bigger.
just left it like that?
Yeah, I just left it like that.
I
I had to throw it away. But now I'm kind of applying that to a grander scale in terms of the world and how it functions. So I'm learning about that, and that's a genuine interest of mine. And I want to learn more, and I want to know more. And learning about political science and economics, which I think are the two greatest things that run this world. Through learning that, I'll be able to satisfy that goal.
So, in conclusion, I need to try more things and pinpoint what I like and then grow some balls to actually do it. Right?
I don't think it takes a lot of effort to find out what you like doing.
It's true. I mean, okay, I think I know where the root of the stress is from. I think if I was paying for this tuition, if I was taking out my own loans, then there's no external pressure to make money. Because personally, if I was supporting myself right now, then I wouldn't care about money. I'd just care about finding what I like and putting my efforts into it. And then if I care about it enough and I work on it really hard, then like financial stability will come naturally, right?
Mm.
I believe that. But then right now, because I'm not supporting myself, I feel like making use of my 4 years here and like the money that's being put into it is more important than doing what I want.
Wait.
Yes.
I think that okay, so you're paying for college, or your parents are paying for your college. I think that figuring out what you want to do with your life is more important than that actual like education portion. Like life direction is more important than learning about dynamics.
So why am I in college again?
Because that's how you get to experience a lot more things than you would otherwise. That's how you learn about different things that are how you learn about a bunch of different kinds of stuff.
So essentially, if I think of it as my parents paying for my experience here rather than them paying for a degree, then I'd be happier.
I think that's
That
how you
makes
should
sense.
think about it.
That's true.
But you should always do your best.
Yes. In what? Then I should take advantage of the opportunities they have. Not necessarily get a good GPA, which I need to if I want to stay in school and not get kicked out. So that's actually kind of important. I'm on academic probation.
I was.
I am.
Should we move on? Sorry, I have 15 minutes.
We can make a part 2.
We could have like a link at the beginning. It's like click this box if you want to go to this section, This box is going to go to this section. Anyway, third topic is
happiness. That was a good transition. So what makes you happy right now? I guess this topic is just so we're more appreciative. What makes you happy?
What makes me happy? I like hanging out with the people I like. That makes me happy. I like not having so much stress or the feeling of weight upon my back. That makes me happy. Well, I've been thinking and I feel like I figured out a lot of stuff. And that makes me happy. What about you?
Well, that new mindset we just figured out about paying for experience, not a degree, that takes a lot of pressure off, I think. Doesn't mean I should be doing this instead of studying for my dynamics test.
Hey,
But I guess this was worth it because we figured that part out.
Right?
I just need to write it down so I don't forget. What makes me happy? Friends.
When you don't have to worry about obligations.
Yes.
I wrote a blog post about obligations. Obligations. About how they suck.
Oh yeah, they do suck.
Try to prevent getting into obligations as much as possible. Don't be tied down.
Do things because you want to.
Hmm?
Do things because you want to.
Yeah. Interests always change.
It is true.
You don't want to be stuck in a position where you can't get out of something that you don't like doing.
I don't think I even understand this stuff. I don't see why I write notes so neatly when I don't even go back over them. It's a waste. I just decided after I make this video, I'm going to stay up and study. I'm motivated now. I think I needed this. Let's see, what else makes us happy? Tea.
Tea?
Tea makes me happy. Junk food doesn't make me happy anymore. It's good.
Same. I'm eating healthier, and that makes me happy.
Me too.
Looking good makes me happy.
Like that?
In terms of taking care of your appearance. It doesn't matter if you're attractive or not. But if you can make yourself feel good.
I think when people feel good about themselves and when they have a passion and they're genuinely nice people and I can tell that they care about me, then they're more attractive than people who are physically attractive. It's like, I don't know how to explain it.
You admire them.
Yes, when I admire someone, then my eyes are tricked into thinking they're physically attractive too. Not saying they're not in the first place.
Well, they
but
are.
I mean,
They do get attractive.
They do.
Yeah, I agree.
It's cool.
Be nice.
Last one.
Okay. Last topic. I think you should introduce this one.
Because it's not
applicable to me
yet. Your 20s. Like, what are you
She-
supposed to do
she
with them?
Barely makes the cutoff, and I don't make the cutoff.
Barely.
Well, yeah, by like 3 months.
2 months in is
That's like
a sixth of a year.
and then 1/60th of your 20s.
1/6 of a year is like 0.16 repeated.
17% of the year
0.16
through.
bar.
So 17%, so 1.7% through your 20s.
Fine, we cannot talk about it then.
No, we should talk about it.
What do you think you're supposed to do with your 20s?
You should.
Graduate from college and find someone to get married to and find a job and have kids and...
I think, contrary to that, I think the 20s are where you experience as much as possible, where you learn as much as possible, and figure out, if possible, what your passion in life. I don't think it needs to be decided any sooner than that. 20s is where you go out and do everything you can.
I think that should be your whole life. I mean...
Especially 20s. But yes,
have you seen like those posts online where they mention how when you're young, you're physically fit and healthy and you're like, physically able to do a bunch of things, but you don't have money or financial stability. But when you're older, you have financial stability, but no
physical capability.
Yes. It's like a concentration curve. I learned in material science. So I think in the end, you have more of one than the other, but you have at least one of them at all times. So you should always be doing things you want to do, no? Not just your 20s.
But once you get into the 30s and decide that you want to, or late 20s and decide that you want to get married and have a family, that gets harder, doesn't it?
I think that gets harder, but then you also have more things to enjoy that you don't have in your 20s. Like your own family, your own kids. And some people don't want kids, which is fine. There's always stuff to enjoy, but it changes, I guess. I wonder if I'm going to find someone. Like, a forever someone.
You should date them for over a year before you get engaged.
I've been in a longer relationship than a year. Mine didn't end well. I fucked up.
Red potato salad's good. Anyway.
I got new lotion.
That's what I think the 20s are about. And
lotion?
Yes. This one.
Vaseline Total Moisture Clean Feeling Lotion for Healthy, Soft Skin. Pure Oat Extract Plus. Multi-layer moisture. Caring for skin since 1870.
20s are all about totally moisturizing yourself. Get that moisturized skin, guys. Stay hydrated.
This is a really slow video.
Should I cut it out, like the breaks parts? So it's just straight talking for 20 minutes. It's around 25. Anyway, after I graduate from college, I want to do a bunch of stuff.
Like what?
Travel, live abroad
I want to
for
travel.
a while. I want to go to Europe, and I want to go to a small town, or maybe a big town, at least. We'll get a small paying job, or low paying. What am I talking about?
Low
Big
paying.
town, low paying job, and just live there for a while until I save up enough to go travel to a different place. Stay there, get a job, and then do the same thing over and over until I get tired of it and want to settle down. Then I'll go somewhere that I can learn about world functions, like the CIA.
World peace.
I want to work for the CIA. Did I tell you that?
Well, now that you said that, they can't recruit you because
Shit, I'm gonna cut this out.
if you become a spy
No,
or something.
doesn't work like that. Because I want a Central Intelligence Agency. They know the most stuff out of anyone. And I want to be a part of that. I want to know. My eyebrows are so thick compared to yours.
Well, you can't do that. Wasn't your sister doing that? My mom does that.
My sister can do it too.
Yeah, I think your sister should. Okay.
Are we done? We just spent the last 3 minutes just not doing anything.
That's okay.
Yeah? I can look now.
I lost motivation.
Remember what we were talking about?
What?
I don't.
Do the best in everything.
Yeah. Do the best in everything you can. Don't give up. Make the most out of opportunities that are presented to you. I think those are sprinklers. Sprinklers. Yeah, make the most out of everything that is presented to you. Don't
We need to
waste.
smile more. We both don't smile. Let's redo that whole video, but it's not.
Do I look happy now?
Hi.
Don't waste your life, guys.
Yeah, oh my god, I'm more than a fifth of the way through. That's...
Don't waste your life. Don't waste 30 minutes watching this video.
Too late.
Alright, are we done?
Yeah.
Alright, we're done.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Make the most. That's like a knife face.